What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Jacob Daniel back at it again here at the Speed Kills podcast. Now today we are going over the Bengals mock draft. Now it's 4 days before the draft as I'm recording this, so I'm really late on this and hopefully it'll go up soon, but let's get into it. Okay, so the Bengals this year are up there with the amount of picks they have. They have 11 picks, so a lot of moves need to be made to make our team a better team. Hopefully we'll become a playoff team and actually win a playoff game, because as a Cincinnati Bengals fan, I know how hard that has been the past couple years. So the site I used to simulate this draft was Fanspeak. Now Fanspeak, what it is you'll choose a big board, choose a team that you are, and the simulator will run that big board, but you will make the picks for the team that you are, and then it will run and have the other teams pick who they want to pick. Now, my big board that I used was Mac Miller's out of Bleacher Report. And how this video will work is I will put up the big board and show you who's available at the time that I'm picking and who I picked. Okay, let's get into it. Just talking about first round options. Now, the Bengals have the 9th pick in the first round. With the 9th pick, they could go multiple ways, but these are the options that I see the Bengals going. Options: Jonathan Allen, great defensive tackle. Love to see him there. Reuben Foster. I don't see us going Reuben Foster anymore, considering that he failed the drug test at the combine that just came out a couple days ago, so I don't see us picking him. Mike Williams or Corey Davis could go the route of a wide receiver, or even if a running back's available when we pick, which I don't see. But what I mean by running back is Leonard Fournette, and I don't see him being available when we go, or might even go with the best player available. All right, let's get into it. Round 1, pick number 9. Here's the big board. Round 1, pick number 9. I went with Corey Davis out of Western Michigan. I like Corey Davis a lot. He might be my favorite wide receiver in this draft. Very good size for an NFL wide receiver, and some people will read about the competition that he played in college ball, and I don't see that as a problem. I see him converting over to the NFL well, becoming a force in the NFL, and if we put him on the other side of AJ Green and Tyler Boyd, then I think we will be really good. Like I said, great size, has probably the best yards after catch ability and speed in this draft class as a wide receiver. Love his speed too. He's not the fastest, but I think he's 4.51 was his 40, so he's pretty fast. I like Corey Davis going at pick number 9 in the first round. All right, second round. Here is the big board when I was picking. Round 2. So round 2, pick number 41, I went with Joe Mixon. Now, if Joe Mixon is still available in the second round when we pick, I think we should definitely go with him. We are kind of having running back problems. We just signed Giovanni Bernard to an extension, and then Jeremy Hill's rookie contract ends after this year. We've kind of been struggling to find our rushing identity, and I think Joe Mixon will help us find that identity as a running team, get back with that ground game, and just the overall versatility that Joe Mixon has is phenomenal. Catch the ball out of the backfield, run it on the outside, get the edge, really fast. And the reason that he's only down here this far is because of his domestic violence issues, in my opinion. He might be the best back in this class, versatility-wise. He could do it all. I really like Joe Mixon at this point. Great value for the pick. And I can see us going Alvin Kamara here if he's available, if Joe Mixon's gone. All right. Third round, here's the big board when I was picking. Round 3, pick number 73 in the draft, I went with Dorian Johnson, guard out of Pitt. 6'5", 300 pounds, very athletic, light on his feet, good footwork, great run blocker. And I just think he's good to add to the depth with our linemen because we lost a lot of linemen in free agency. So I think that he'd be a great fit and even just to challenge people in the organization of the Bengals, and I think that he'd be a great fit for us. All right, round 4. Here's the big board when I picked. All right, round 4, pick number 116. I went with Dewan Smoot, edge rusher, defensive end out of Illinois. 6'3", 264 pounds, 4.77 40-yard dash. Just those numbers, really good size for a pass rusher. I think the Bengals kind of want bigger pass rushers, 6'5", 6'6". Considering who we've had on the defensive line in the past with our edge rushers, they've been taller than that, but I think he has the size and the speed. He competed as a hurdler in the Junior Olympics, which you would not, just by looking at him, you would not guess that. Nice agility, good feet, and strong for a big boy. We love guys that are fast, nimble on their feet, going to get around that edge and sack that quarterback. That's what I think would be really good for us in the 4th round to pick. Now, our edge rushers are kind of getting old. We kind of get some new guys, good competition in there. That's why I think we're going to pick him. All right, round 4, pick number 138. Here's the big board when I was picking. All right, round 4, pick number 138. I went with Ethan Pulsick, center out of LSU, 6'6", 310 pounds. Now, this guy has the potential to play anywhere in the offensive line. Has played guard and tackle in college. He's flexible, athletic, and strong. Another thing with, like I said, with Dorian Johnson, add depth to the line, gives us more depth, more competition. Excuse me for that. But more competition throughout the organization with the O-line spot. And, throw him into the fire, see how he does. You never know. That's what I'm saying. Round 5, here is the big board when I was picking. Round 5, pick number 153, I went with Deshaun Hall, edge rusher at Texas A&M. Now, this guy is he switched from linebacker to defensive end in college, and he has the potential to be really, really good. And if we get him in the 5th round, he's a deep sleeper. I think that this would be a phenomenal pick. He's 6'5", 266 pounds, has great physical traits. He's still getting bigger, like muscular bigger. Could come out and play really good ball. I just think that if he has the physical traits in round 5 with pick number 153, then why not take him? He can become something great. And like I said, our edge rushers are becoming older, and I think that he'd be a great fit for us, the Bengals, because we obviously need to edge rush guys. Round 5, pick number 176. Here's the big board when I was picking. Round 5, pick number 176. I went with Fred Ross, wide receiver out of Mississippi State. 6'1", 213 pounds, 4.51 in the 40-yard dash. Kind of okay on the size part of the wide receiver. Strong hands, good size. Can go up and get the ball in space. Uses his body well as a shield. Really good player, I think, with round 5. And I think that's what the Bengals like to do is pick a wide receiver in the later rounds. And you'll see I picked another one later. But he was a punt returner at Mississippi State, so he also has the return game option as it. And I think that we kind of need that as the Bengals do sometimes as that. So I think he's a good value at round 5 because you don't just get a wide receiver, you also get the opportunity to pick a punt returner or a good person on special teams. Round 6, pick number 193. Here's the big board when I picked. And round 6, pick number 193, I went with Dylan Cole, linebacker out of Missouri State. And we kind of need a linebacker in here, but kind of don't. I think our linebackers are set, so I don't think a 6th rounder is going to take any position. But he's 6'1", 240, big and physical, plays physical and aggressive. That's the Bengal football that we like to play. We like to have our linebackers very physical, aggressive, and he's not afraid to be physical, and I think that's really good as a 6th-round pick. And he'd come as a guy you could put on special teams, be good. And I think this guy's potential is up there too as well. So that's why I picked him. Round 6, pick 217. I went with here's the big board, my bad. So round 6, pick 217, as I almost said, is Nathan Gary, safety out of Nebraska. Or Jerry, I think it is. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it. 6'2", 218 pounds, and this dude is jacked. Jacked. He almost looks like a linebacker, honestly, so he might switch positions. He fires into the passing lanes and has soft hands. I think this dude is an overall ball hawk. Has had 13 interceptions in his career at Nebraska. And he kind of had troubles with the academics later, couldn't play in their bowl game, but I think he can get that all straightened out and become a good special teams guy, good depth guy for the Bengals. I think this guy would be a good pick at this position. Right, now we are down to 2 more picks in our 7th rounds. Round 7, pick number 227. Here's the big board. Round 7, pick number 227. I went with DeMaurier Stringfellow, wide receiver out of Ole Miss, 6'2", 211 pounds, big target, loves to high point the ball. Some even compared him, my bad, to Laquan Treadwell that came out of last year's draft and was a 1st-round pick. This guy would be another good option, 7th round. The only thing I would say with our 7th-round picks is we might go with a kicker, or 6th-round picks. We might go with a kicker in our 2 7th-round picks or 6th-round picks, but I decided to go wide receiver here. So I think he adds like more depth, could be a special teams guy, could be a returner. I like this pick. Round 7, pick number 251, our last pick in the draft. Here's our big board. Round 7, pick number 251, I went with Cameron Lee, guard out of Illinois State. 6'5", 312 pounds, an NFL-type frame right there. Good strength, good physical strength. This guy, my bad, why not take a chance on him in the 7th round? Put more depth in the lineman category, like I've been saying, but that's what I think that we should do with this 7th round pick. So there you go, guys. That's my Bengals NFL mock draft. The only thing that I would go different, picking again, would be maybe getting better positional players up in the first couple rounds. Maybe go with the kicker with our 6th or 7th round picks. And maybe waiting on a wide receiver 6th to 5th and 6th round. But we'll see what the Bengals do. Hopefully they'll draft well. I probably will, once the draft is over, review the Bengals picks and see what I like about them. That's it. I'm Jacob Daniel here at the Speed Kills Podcast. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video if you've made it here, because I know you've listened all the way through. My name's Jacob Daniel. Peace.